Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. So today we're going to go over a special case as to whether or not Donald Trump would have lost to Barack Obama if Barack Obama had ran for a third term. We all know Barack Obama's famous words saying that he believes that he would have beaten Trump if he was able to run for a third term. So we're going to see a possible scenario between these two. So we're going to go through all the safe Democratic states, like we do always, and all the safe Republican states. So if Barack Obama could not make the state of Georgia competitive against Mitt Romney, and Hillary Clinton was able to, that's going to show a little bit of a disconnect. Although there was a minority gap between 2012 and the growth in African American population in 2016, I still don't think that Donald Trump would lose the state of Georgia, especially against Barack Obama, who wasn't. He was perceived as a popular president at the time of the election. I think he had a 55% approval rating. We're gonna take this all into consideration as to why I made specific calls. But the state of Georgia, states like Georgia, states like North Carolina, Arizona, the swing states from 2016, I think they should be leaning red right now. But I'm just gonna leave them as toss-ups so I can make a further analysis of the state. In Alaska, of course, safe red. Hawaii, safe blue. And then we just look in the Northeast, we'll just see a wave of blue, so I'm going to fill that in now so we don't have to do it later. New York, of course. Virginia, I think, would be safe blue, especially since Barack Obama carried it both times. And the fact that Hillary Clinton carried it, even though Donald Trump carried almost every other swing state. New Mexico would be safe blue. New Hampshire, I'm not going to touch this yet. But Maine, that second congressional district, sorry, I don't want to touch this yet because Barack Obama won it by double digits and Donald Trump won it by double digits. So that one's going to be a little tricky to touch. A lot of these swing states, Barack Obama carried either once or twice in both of his elections. So we're going to have to think about that when we're taking all these factors into consideration. So the state of Minnesota, I think that one would be a safe Obama state. The reasoning behind it is I don't think Donald Trump would be able to take away a lot of the white working class, especially since many of them voted for Obama 2 times. I think they would give him a third shot, just because of the fact, although they were tired of Obama, he was still greatly approved amongst them. The same Trump voters that voted for Trump approved of President Obama. On a national level, Barack Obama was by far outdoing Hillary Clinton when she was polling against Donald Trump. And a lot of those white working class voters that turned their backs and voted for Trump, I definitely think would retain in the Obama column if he played his cards right. But it all depends on where they would vote in the key states like Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, not so much in Minnesota. So Colorado, Arizona, Nevada, all the western coast states that are considered toss-up. Colorado, history tells us that one's probably going to stay blue. If it stayed blue for Hillary, I think that it would stay blue for Obama. Arizona, we also know that one would probably go red. I'm actually going to fill in Georgia and Arizona. These two were swing states, but I don't think that they would be able to flip for Obama, and I think they would eventually go to Trump regardless of how close they were. And I'm going to give that one to Trump. Along with the state of North Carolina, if Mitt Romney won the state and Donald Trump won the state in 2016, it's voted more Republican than nationwide, and I really think that Donald Trump would be able to win that state the same way Mitt Romney won it in 2012. In the state of Nevada, that one would probably go blue. We know just based off the fact that Barack Obama won it in 2012, I think he could carry it again in 2016, and it really depends on whether or not he's negatively perceived in the state, but his approval rating was pretty high here on election day, so I think that could have helped Hillary Clinton, but overall, I think that he would carry the state of Nevada just based off where his approval ratings were and where I think he would campaign in that state. The state of Ohio and Iowa is pretty tricky. We have to realize that Donald Trump carried these by bigger margins than Barack Obama carried either time. And I think that Donald Trump would win the state of Iowa and the state of Ohio by around 3%. I don't think it'll be like 9 or 10% like it was originally, but I do think that it would eventually go to Trump. In a state like Florida, I think Donald Trump would be able to carry the state of Florida. It's swaying to the Republican Party in 2016, 100,000 votes, and that one really determined Donald Trump's first big victory that showed he was going to win the election. And I think Florida would go for Trump again, especially with the senior citizen vote. I think that one would turn away from Obama, especially since Obama won it by 0.3% in 2012. I don't think he would be able to win it for a third term. In New Hampshire, I think that Barack Obama would carry that state. I mean, Hillary Clinton narrowly won the state, yet Barack Obama won it by double digits in 2008, and single digits, but considerable margins in 2012. So I do think he would be able to retain that state. In a state like Michigan, I think Barack Obama would also carry that state. The reasoning behind it is I see a lot of these swing states that flip for Donald Trump. I don't know if they would flip again. I mean, especially since they only flipped because Hillary Clinton was the Democratic nominee. Um, I really think that Donald Trump would lose the state of Michigan, even though he won it in 2016 against Hillary Clinton. I think Hillary Clinton was a better candidate than Barack Obama on the experience aspect, but Barack Obama really knows how to get out his base. He knows how to convince those white working class voters, hey, I bailed you guys out. Hillary Clinton didn't have that connection. She wasn't a part of the Obama administration. She was a part of the Obama administration. She wasn't the direct part of the Obama administration that bailed out the state of Michigan and Detroit and the auto bailout, and that was all tied to Barack Obama. So I think Michigan would definitely be thankful for that and land another 16 electoral votes in the Obama column. In the state of Pennsylvania, with the Joe Biden factor, I definitely see Pennsylvania going to Barack Obama. If you think about it, Pennsylvania, Joe Biden was born in the state of Pennsylvania. He grew up there, and that one's going to be, I think that one could go to Obama, especially since he'll have that appeal. He'll have the white working class behind him again. But the state of Wisconsin, I think that one could go to Donald Trump. That one was the one that went for Trump overwhelmingly. Not overwhelmingly, but compared to where Michigan went, although the vote totals were different, the statewide percentages, because there's a less amount of population in Wisconsin, I think Donald Trump would be able to carry that state, and putting him at 269 electoral votes. Coming down to Maine's 2nd congressional district, and that one's going to be a tough one because Obama won it by double digits, Donald Trump won it by double digits, but I think that rule appeal that Donald Trump had and that base that he had to get out his voters would land him a victory there. And I do think that the voters up there would be a little bit tired of an Obama administration, especially for a third turnaround, which is mainly why a lot of them didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. And this is the final electoral map that I think it would have been in 2016. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you all tomorrow.